All right, so next up, we're gonna have the AWS Cloud Computing track. The lead mentor is Timothy Ma, and there are two interns that are partaking in this track this year. So first is Diane. She is one of the intern in this track, but she actually has another internship, summer internship at Microsoft right now. And she has a last minute conflict with her work meeting, so she's not able to join this presentation, but she has a pre-recording of what her experience is. So let's see what she has to say about the internship program.
Hi everyone, my name is Diane Shan and I was part of the AWS Cloud track. So an overview of what I'm going to be going over today is first the process, and then how my process led to the accomplishments that I did, and then everything that I learned throughout the whole entire process. So first, for the process, me and my mentor, we met weekly. So my mentor is Timothy Ma, and we met weekly to talk about questions I had, anything that I did over the past week, any tasks that I was going to complete the next week, and if there's anything I was having trouble with, he would be more than happy to help me with. And we used Asana in order to keep track of our tasks. And I found it really helpful as when I finished a task, I would be able to just check it off. And then I would be like, okay, yeah, I finished this task. And then it was a great way to feel accomplished, not only from just doing the task, but being able to check it off a list, which always feels good. Then this led to my first certification. So I got AWS certified, the Foundations of Cloud Computing certification. And through this certification process, I just learned a lot about certification and the cloud. And so it was definitely a really great learning experience, and it's great because I can put it on my resume, put on my LinkedIn, I can talk about it and be like, yeah, I accomplished this like outside of school. So it was a really good process. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me about it. So then after that, I went through the AWS Solutions Library, and I chose this document understanding solution to implement and really understand. So this solution analyzes and extracts text from documents, and we're going to get into more details of that later. So now you might be wondering, what would I be using a document understanding solution for? So for example, if you're in class and then you wrote an essay and you want to know if maybe you repeated a word too many times, you can easily search through the document with this solution. And it shows you how many times you've done it, and it's very easy to use. So here we're going to see a quick demo of it. So when you log in, when you first open the application, this is what you see, and you have to log in with a username and a password. And then after you log in, you'll see three like little cards, and one says discovery, one says compliance, and one says workflow automation. So discovery is where you can, search through your document like I just talked about. And then compliance is where you can redact like sensitive information in order to be compliant. And then there's workflow automation, which is just, how we can automate the workflow. So now let's go into the discovery track, and you'll see that we have two PDFs that are already uploaded, but you can upload your own documents as well. So here we're going to upload, and you can also upload images and PDFs and like Word documents and PNGs and things like that. So here we chose two things to upload. And then after you upload them, you'll see here that the PDF we just uploaded is processing here. And then, so now we can go to the search bar and we can search for a word through the documents. So here I chose to use the word American. So we search, and then we'll see that our results, it comes up in two of the PDFs that we have. So then now you can click on one of them, and then here we get a new screen, and you can search through the document now. So only this one document. Earlier we were searching through all the documents we have uploaded. So then now we search the word Shoshone, and we see how many we have. So then you can be like, oh, there's a lot of yellow highlighting, then maybe I should, change it up or something like that. And then you can also download this searchable PDF to make it easier on yourself, so you can do it locally. And then, so compliance, you see, we can just redact the matches, and you have to do each page at a time because sometimes some people might not want to redact every single page. And so now here, I'm just showing you that you can search a lot of different words, and then there's like raw text, key value pairs, tables, entities, medical entities, as you can see all up here. And then there's also workflow automation, but we're not going to get too much into that as it's not as interesting here. So yeah, and then, so after this, I learned about Hugging Face. So Hugging Face is a hub of like models and transformers. And basically transformers are what you can use in order to implement natural language processing tasks. So natural language processing tasks are like extracting text from documents, like getting a paragraph and then using the paragraph and then extracting the answer to a question from the paragraph and things like that. And for example, like Siri and Alexa are both examples of like natural language processing, where they transform text to, or speech to text, and then using that text, they extract back like an answer, what they think a correct answer should be. So it's all very interesting, and I definitely learned a lot from this Hugging Face hub and Hugging Face course. So overall, I learned the process to get an AWS certification, and then all about the cloud that I really did not know before, how to use the AWS Solutions Library and implement solutions, a lot about natural language processing, and just the importance of communication and networking, as I met with my mentor weekly one-on-one, and it was really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Diane, for preparing the recording. I'm sure all of you have learned a lot more about the AWS automation workflow, and it could be applicable for some of the daily tasks that we have to do.